Let's introduce ourselves real quick. Kaffi,
My name is Kaffi Benanu. I'm Vice President of Panaf, PhD student, School of Nursing.
Hello, everyone. Daisha Beard, second year MPH student, and I am the event manager for Panaf. Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brandon Hogan, second year PhD philosophy.
I'm Wes Lipschultz. I'm actually the manager of student services in the School of Information Sciences.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here. All right, so briefly, we're just going to introduce you to the Pan-African Network. And this is actually presented by the Executive Board of the Pan-African Values Student Union. It's a collective effort, and hopefully I represent my group well in this presentation. All right, so this just tells you a brief history of Panaf GPS. I just call Panaf Graduate Professional Student Union as Panaf. Hopefully we understand. It's a long name, so I just call it Panaf. So a group of students, graduate students, gathered one day. I know it was prior to 1992, 1993, and they decided to sort of form a collective voice for graduate and professional students here at Pitt, from diaspora especially. So they wanted to create this social and cultural and political haven for black students at Pitt. And from there, started Panaf GPSU. And this, we got this from the account records in 1992, 1993. Some common facts so far since Panaf was established in 1992 is that we've been celebrating matriculation since 1995. And we have records to show that. We have been recognized by GPSA, which is the Graduate Professional Student Assembly, since 1998, and we actually received their primary funders. We have records of 36 officers on the executive board since 2001. So when you go prior to when it was established in 1992, you have so many executive officers that we can trace back. So this is pretty much a brief history. The picture you see is actually some past presidents of and VPs and leaders of Panaf from the year 2000. Now, Panaf, as you can see, we've not been without challenges, pretty much. This slide tells you what has happened to Panaf. The organization was great, running very well, 1990s to the 2000s, but we experienced what we call a sudden death in the year 2007, 2008. The reason why is that organization did not recertify with source. And so when you don't recertify your organization, you are pretty much not in existence as far as student organization is concerned at the University of Pittsburgh. So a sudden death occurred in 2007, 2008. In 2008, 2009, a group of students decided to resurrect Panaf again. They wouldn't accept the fact that the only graduate and professional black organization should die. So they decided to resurrect it in 2008, 2009. Even in the effort of resurrection, they still couldn't do the annual conference of Panaf, which resulted in budget being cut by $3,000 from GPSA. And so the efforts of resurrection was still intact, but programming, there was no capacity for programming, especially to put on the grand conference. So we experienced some challenges in 2008, 2009, even though we were trying to resurrect ourselves. So in 2009, 2010, the organization was still trying to grow itself and come out from this idea of collapsing. So recertification was placed in. However, GPSA decided to cut our budget again by $1,250, which is 28%. And this is the reason is can be attributed to the fact that we were not in existence in 2007, and the fact that we didn't use the money allocated to us, a bulk of it allocated for us in 2008, 2009. So this slide just tells you that the organization has been through some challenges, and we are still going through that challenge. And it's our hope that we can finally put a stamp on what PANAF stands for here at the University of Pittsburgh. Now, to add insult to injury, this report card is by an organization called College Prowler, and what they do is to profile different universities and grade the university according to different areas. And as you can see from this report card of the University of Pittsburgh, you can see that I want to emphasize on the highlight. The school is doing well in other areas, but I want to highlight the part the school is not doing so well, according to College Prowler. When you look at campus housing, the school has a C+. You look at diversity, school has C-. Parking is D+, and weather is C+. Now, the only thing diversity is performing better than is parking. So when you look at the school's diversity, the only thing the school is better, diversity is better than is parking. And when you look at CMU's report card, diversity is actually A+. And this shows the idea that we live in the same location, the same geographical area, but the kind of students we attract and how our efforts toward diversity is different. CMU is graded C+, A+ for diversity. Here we are at C-. So you have a black graduate organization that is going through challenges, at some point non-existent at all, when the school is not performing well in diversity C+, C-. So then that is an insult to injury to the school. You will expect the school to acquire this new approach, new attitude when it comes to black graduate organizations. So this is a new attitude PANAF is stating, that we have to get to a point where the school cannot do without us. We have to be able to change the view of our community so that the university and the city of Pittsburgh will reflect the appreciation of our heritage and not just the size of our representation. Now, I've been to different conferences in Pittsburgh. Now, what the city has so many stuff. They have land, you see the Three Rivers, Confluence, sports, mention of the Steelers, mention of the hockey team is there. We have the feds. We get so much money because of the universities here, research-based institutions. We get MEX. We look at UPMC, largest employer, big time. Without UPMC, there's no Pittsburgh, pretty much. So we have great stuff going on for us. We have foundations, different foundations here at Pitt, the city of Pittsburgh. But the problem with Pittsburgh is diversity. Well, you have all these things, but diversity is a big problem. Not just with the University of Pittsburgh. University of Pittsburgh is C+, or C-, only better than parking. But it's not just university issues. This is citywide issue, right? Diversity is really bad. So what we want to do at PANAF GPSU is enhance diversity, not only on campus, but as we go, you'll see that our mission is not just focused on Pitt as a university, but it transcends into the community. And so the school cannot do without us, and the city cannot do without us. That is the attitude we have. The struggles, we're still going through the struggles, but we are not giving up because we add value to the university and we add value to the city of Pittsburgh. We can change that C- to something better if the school doesn't allow us to die anymore. So what we are saying is, come what may, we will not die. I feel like preaching right now. We will not die. We add value.